have options, but Alliance is definitely the better team, so they should be able to take the.
All right, Kyle.
Yeah, I would agree with Kevin. I think that the clock is going to make his presence felt up top as well. Probably start bottom, but any rotation behind Mars is...
Yeah, and I love the clockwork pick with it. I think it touches everything they really need. You know, getting into the backlines, giving the vision, getting the initiation for the Shadow Fiend to protect him. So I think they've covered their bases very nicely. And looking at Shadow Fiend versus this mid matchup, looking at Limp is doing really, really well versus TA, like Kyle was mentioning, a master of the matchup.
Yeah, Kyle's saying pretty much this is going to be a matchup that Limp is not going to back down from, a matchup that he knows very well, and a matchup that displays the skill. Bottom lane, they're going to get aggressive here. See if we can see our first blood as FNG is being gone on, but he's going to play around the trees here. Does throw the Splinter Blast, so it bounces over to Era. So they kind of trade out damage here quite a bit. Era's actually getting low enough. Another Splinter Blast almost finished him off. Fortunately, the spear is there. A healing salve. Can they cancel it? No, he gets the roll away just in time. So he keeps all that regen flowing in. A close call, but no first blood yet. Haven't seen one of those plays before. Hanskin, big old whiff there on the hook shot, looking to get himself out of that sticky situation. He goes down. Era doesn't have a roll up, so it looks like he's going to be dying here to S4. The TA trap slows him down, but just forces out the boundless strike. Now he's going to be embered up. Controlled by the slide, tries to dodge that big hit from the meld strike. Supreme, though, is unable to continue that play thanks to the cold embrace from FNG. Winter Wyvern. It's as you were kind of saying, it's actually turned out to be a pretty good game for a Winter Wyvern. The versatility of his abilities against these heroes.
But it's definitely scary that it's still only that 1K lead for Alliance, but you really feel that High Coast has to keep tempo going with this line. This TA, the longer the game goes, just starts to really start to fall behind, especially into a Wraith.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned they've been slowed down for the last 5 minutes. It feels like, you know, they're right on the cusp of being able to find these big kills, and then, you know, they get something like this. Okay, the Winter Wyvern, not too bad. This might still be okay, but you can see Alliance want to make a full fight of it. They're going to be jumping in. Hanskin goes in, immediately blasted out of his own cogs. Maybe it's for the best, though. S4, they need to focus him down now fast, and does manage to do so before the Wukongs does too much damage. Air's going to roll in, tries to go for Limp. Limp with the DD, though, just hits him down, puts him at his place.
Yep. And they need to make a lot happen if they are able to take advantage of this next couple seconds. They need to win this fight, get the Roche, and then just keep snowballing. Have to have perfect ult from Chessie. 20 seconds, no ults on this Mars at the moment. Limp, his BKB's coming out on the courier. Crucial time around here. Supreme, still a bit shy of his BKB, so maybe a little hesitant to want to join. They always have the Coddle, though, so he can go finish it up elsewhere and then come in. It's actually Alliance forcing the issue of that Roche because of that BKB.
I did not think that Alliance would be the ones to like make the somewhat risky maneuver here. I thought like passive play was the a no-brainer for me, but Alliance.
They're forcing the hand.
Yeah, they certainly are. High Coast may not be ready for it, especially with the hookshot coming in. The Requiem. Oh, no, he had a moment, but he couldn't get away in time. The fear catches him before he could jump away. Now, Era is very likely to die here. The Essence Ring won't save him as S4 jumps to the other side of things, and Limp with the rest of his BKB and the help of NIKOBABY. They're going to look to finish up this Roshan, claim the Aegis before High Coast has a chance to do anything. I think.
Oh.
If you're looking for
that looked weird. It looked like he was actually inside of him. The roll was like perfect. As Jibbe won't be so lucky. There's that one hit.
Yeah, a guaranteed crit from a strength carry is pretty good.
Where is he? Oh, it's Hanskin. Get him.
Okay, there's the clockwork. They don't want to initiate on him. They really want to be able to catch up. Maybe the SF. They actually do jump the clockwork with the TA. The back line, they do manage to kill FNG. He goes down. S4 trapped inside the arena. They're going to play around that, but Limp does manage to get his Yule's combo onto Era, who's most certainly dead, unless Essence Ring. No, the last hit comes in. The BKB from Chessie fighting through. Hanskin is going to go down. The BKBs, though, trapped inside these cogs. Mars managed to blink away. Supreme fighting through this, but remember, he doesn't have that as Aegis. He is so squishy right now. He needs to be able to stay away from Limp. Look at him. They don't have detection. They're throwing down raises. Finally, they drop the sentry and they see him. They finally managed to kill the TA. It's up to the Ember Spirit to lay out this damage now, but NIKOBABY, he's about to lose his first life, but it's the SF who's going to go down first. FNG gets rolled over by Zibe. Let's see if they can catch these two cores on their second life. Limp, he doesn't have a BKB, so he's pretty easily controlled up. He does do a good job of bringing down Mars for the end of it. Charlie, ooh, last bit of mana there with the sleight of fist to make sure NIKOBABY didn't hit him with a stun. They are desperate to slow this man down, catch him. Don't let his blink dagger come up. They managed to get the vessel, but he blinked into the trees.
Oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
He's good.
He turned his radiance off too, just in case. So scary to be Supreme right now. He has to just be very careful. His team has to play and just pretty much smoke to him every time he shows in a lane, because they're very likely that they set up on him. The side of Alliance, and they will. NIKOBABY's going to run in with his new AC.
Running into the Wraith King, that is not what High Coast wants, so they're going to retreat after losing Era. See if Zibe is able to get back in time before the next blink of the Wraith King. He's good. Or maybe he's not. Nice glimmer. He gets that off in time. Zibe is going to have to find some sort of corner to hide in. TP out, but Hanskin ready to go with the hook shot and the vision on the high ground to spot him.
And he's still very farmed, honestly. Like, he's not the same as the Mars because he has been playing on the trees a lot, but he's been a distraction. He's been the one that they've actually focused a lot of the attention on too, because he's just in the midst of it all. And the Wukong is always a problem. Hanskin will find Era.
Era's dead. Zibe, maybe the same thing here. Glimmer, Cave trying to get away. The dust is going to slow him down, though. Double raises spell the doom for him. Chessie doesn't get off his BKB in time. He gets hit by the stun. Limp is going to go for the Requiem, but at the same time, the curse came out on the TA. That's going to be a lot of abilities wasted in Supreme. He wastes no time to try and take advantage of this. They do have the Cold Embrace plus Wukong's command combo that is going to force Supreme away, though. He's not able to take advantage of that. Bit of a misplay, bit of a miscommunication from Alliance.
Charlie showing himself in the front again.
He's got to be careful with that. He's got the Lincolns, and they tried the double stun there. But fortunately, Charlie was quick enough before the Winter's Curse came out.
They have a great ward deep in the base. S4, he's setting up here.
S4 does manage to get off the Wukong's command to be able to cover as NIKOBABY that was not trapped at all. Managed to kill Supreme as a result of that. The Winter's Curse goes out last second. FNG was just hoping to survive, but either way, his team has certainly won this engagement. Chessie puts himself in a corner, trying to use his shield as best he can, but ultimately, without the TA, Fog, they don't have any damage.
No, they do not. And a beautiful setup from S4. They actually catch Era trying to do some creep catching shenanigans in the back here, and they're going to use buybacks to try to hold the Rex. Okay. Looks like a pretty hard hold. There's still Aegis, as well as the cheese.
Yeah, he pops the cheese. Just in case, 10 more seconds till his reincarnation is back up. They're going to go for Hanskin here. Hanskin protecting himself with the conks. NIKOBABY is ready to go back in. His reincarnation is just about there. Actually, the block's done there as NIKOBABY, thanks to S4, gets hit by the Earth Spirit. So NIKOBABY just pumps out the damage real quick, takes down Era, brings down Charlie, and now he's looking for the finishing blow on not just Chessie, but High Coast as a whole. You should be able to take 2 lanes of barracks. High Coast can hold out if they want to. There's still, that's tier 2 at bottom lane. Alliance can't force Megas just yet.
What a way to start that fight. S4 jumping in, puts a ward down in the back lines, and then they just jump on the TA, and the Wukong's pretty much does everything with NIKOBABY there. Chessie, he jumps in the back lines, but they're like, oh god, wait a minute. Our damage source is already dead, and nothing they can do as Alliance can finally look to close this one up after it felt like they've taking control of this game as soon as they got that first Roche.
Yeah, they may not be able to get Megas, but the Ancient is still a win condition, and it is going to be enough to force High Coast GG out. So, game 1, High Coast, they managed to, kind of keep it even, but it did feel inevitable in a way, Fogged, that Alliance.
Oh, hey, this is a yes for me. Look at this. This is Dota time.
Alliance has a really nice draft, guys.
They do actually get a side pull off, well, to reset the positioning of the. So S4 has to be very careful how he does step up here.
He does have that nether tox, but you could see Charlie wants to make sure that S4 is pressured here and doesn't get a lot of those last hits on the big camp. The mana bird goes out. Charlie does get a mango, though, to be able to pop the spin here. Challenges FNG a little bit, but he knows it's not going to be enough to get the kill. So it's Zibe who's going to pay the price of Charlie's aggression here. He's going to fall. S4 continues to be in control of this lane.
And they're actually able to pressure. That's the important thing that we're seeing is S4's farming, farming, but Chessie is dying. Unable to actually slow down the farm of the troll at all. While look at Charlie, he is significantly slowed down in comparison. This offlane Vipers work really well for them right now. 2k gold advantage already off of all this. And now Limp is able to actually force the Monkey King back. Brings the reset away.
Going in again in this bottom lane, trying to catch Era as well.
It's definitely a big indicator. All 3 towers already taken as well. Team with Beastmaster is actually only taken the 1.
Oh, they're going to go for it here. They have the relocate, so they just go ahead, throw down the catch here, the Dream Coil. I always love it when teams make a concerted effort to shut down a beast. Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. It's not a typical Viper item that we see, but it is a great game for Crimson Guard versus Beastmaster, Monkey King. Hell, even in some ways, the Omni Slash of the Juggernaut. Supreme. He is going to show up here, tries to get out the Wukong's command. Okay, that's going to give him some armor, a little bit more tankiness, but ultimately the magic damage that's raining in for the Maelstrom should be enough. The puck spots him, hits him with the Witch's Blade, and that's going to take him out. However, tossed back in, never mind. He gets bounced up. The Crystal Maiden Freezing Field no longer there. Where the cores, they're not here at all. It was only the 2 supports to back up Supreme, so Alliance are able to just keep on hitting High Coast, knocking him down. 2 heroes fall, and they can continue.
It's going to go for more.
This push is, yeah, they've got another Dream Coil pretty much being used off cooldown every single time. They can get a tier 2 tower with this Siege Wagon potentially. What kind of move are we looking for?
Oh god, he has to be there to counteract. He has to be there to counter gank, or even just get the initial setup with the Hawk and Vision. But the thing is now that they're actually so rich that the Book 3 is a lot weaker. When you get Book 3 at 11, it has that huge spike, but now it's quite a bit weaker as FNG is going to walk right into it, and Limp is here.
Okay, so that'll be a pick off in the Nyx Assassin. They're actually going to relocate into this one. They want to be able to fight. The Omni Slash immediately going down. Hanskin, he's going to get popped real quickly. So too does the Crystal Maiden, but Charlie's going to try and chase away the puck. Limp, has to jump away to his orb, so it's a decent fight. They get 2 supports for their 1. Can they catch a little bit more? Supreme immediately going to bound forward, catching S4. Dream Coil managed to grab a bunch of heroes here. S4 dealing with all those Necronomicon units will end up going down. The Monkey King ticking a little bit, but ultimately he does survive. Next up is NIKOBABY, trying to use that phase boots, that burst the movement speed to get out of here. High Coast won't be able to pursue, still being peppered away at by Limp as he continues to harass High Coast back. Not a bad team fight for them.
Some breathing room for High Coast to get and finish up these next few items. They're still very far from any type of real defensive. They just have Maelstroms on both of them. Still just probably have to just play around Chessie's book whenever he does have that summoned. And Era does at least have Carapace stolen, so he can make some cool plays versus the Puck. Particularly versus the Viper too, he can definitely set them up and get them out of the bottom.
Uh-oh. Can he stay alive? Jingu, oh, this is looking all right for Supreme. He's not going to survive through the relocate, surely, but still managing 2 on a 1 versus 4. Get 2 kills. That's not too bad. Era, he's got Spike Carapace. He may be able to make a sick play here. Limp's going to go all in for the kill. See if he can get it off. No, he's silenced for too long.
Hanskin, they're surrounding him top. They saw where the reload was from.
And now they're on the hunt. NIKOBABY and Limp, they feel very strong. And Crystal Maiden is going to be left behind. Zibe goes down. A lot more magic damage. I'm surprised that they were still able to play so aggressively, considering you traded 1 for 2 in bottom lane. I thought High Coast would be the ones in the power position, as they're going to go for the power play here, killing Hanskin with the double ultimate. NIKOBABY hiding away in the trees. Yes, he doesn't have a TP up for 20 seconds on High Coast. I believe they know this now. Certainly with NIKOBABY being caught like this. Big kill. No chance for a battle trance either. High Coast, they're around the Roshan pit here, Fog. This could be the beginning of a bit of momentum for them.
Yeah, their books were actually killed, so they couldn't get it into the pit to be able to finish up. If they had the books, then they can actually finish that. But now full squad of Alliance swinging over. Now Alliance might be the ones to just start the rush because NIKOBABY, as you pointed out, did not use the battle trance in the last one. He'll have it up for this next fight. I think that was intentional. Kind of held on to it.
Yeah, he was probably just kind of dead either way. The Necronomicon units might be able to get there in time to be able to spot Roshan going down, but the Monkey King, he's got to jump now if he wants to be able to do so, and it's a little bit too late. Now he's inside the pit with no way out, and Wukong's command is only going to help him survive for so long. He's stuck, the coil grabbing several heroes of Icos so they can keep pursuing. NIKOBABY leading in charge here, already dealing with the healing ward. Got to be able to catch the Rubik, who was stunned up by the spike carapace of the Nyx assassin. Crystal made it, TP, he's good, but still losing 2, and more importantly, losing control of the Roshan pit. Make that 3 as Chessie was relocated on. Good read from Hanskin, finding the extra kill.
So for High Coast, maybe looking to set up a smoke play and just try to catch the 2 bottom could be an option. It's still tough because of how big NIKOBABY is, but CS Charlie. And they are
pretty
this
fast. Troll can certainly catch him, but look at this, the smoke. It's all a bait. They're going to try and catch the IO here, but eventually they're going to be forced to commit to go on to NIKOBABY. This leads to an opportunity for relocate out, potentially. Don't. They manage to grab him right as he jumps in. The Wukong's command, it's out. Can they kill Hanskin really quickly before he gets out of the ring? He does manage to do so. NIKOBABY has popped his ultimate and is chasing away, but is being kited expertly by this team. But Monkey King's left inside of his pit. He's got the Jingu stacks, but he doesn't have the Boundless Strike to be able to heal up, and ultimately NIKOBABY's just too strong for them to be able to fight. What an entrance from Lip, catching the back line once again. He's always there to catch them on the retreat. So as a result, High Coast trying to go for a next level move, going for the IO +1 play, instead are going to lose 4. Yeah, that was something that was nerfed recently too. Level 1 coil, it's a 10-second longer cooldown than it was before. Didn't feel that way with the way Limp was playing, because he was just, the second it was off, he was searching for kills, or pickoffs, and now it's 20,000 net worth. Monstrous.
especially with a Troll who just has a fantastic core matchup, says the Omni. We'll catch S4 on the front.
Yeah, and maybe they can actually burst him down, but they're going to have a hard time. Okay, the Primal Roar going down. They need to be able to help Charlie, but he's quickly just taken down by NIKOBABY. He pretty much runs over anybody he encounters. Next is going to be Zibe, who's hiding in the trees best he can. Please, God, no. But it is too late and too gone. Game for High Coast. They are certainly going to struggle to hold this high ground. Even worse if they lose more cores outside of the base, and that's going to be Supreme now dying thanks to the setup from FNG.
Onto the high ground. Aaron does still have Nether Toxin stolen. We'll slow them down a little bit. Monkey King dead for 40. This is looking like a pretty easy Rax. And they also will have Coil again up in 30 seconds. Alliance is still very ready to fight, and the High Coast may have to just bow out of this one. No.
Yeah, with their cores dead for this long, and I mean, maybe they could have gone 50, 60 minutes on a more even net worth, but not in this game. Again, Alliance just proving to be the superior team by being able to take control of the game for the first 5 minutes and never really letting it go.
Go, baby.
All right.
With the battle trance is forced onto the T4s. He'll have to back away with the BKB. A little bit of respect given. Really hard matchups. I mean, they're playing versus really good teams. It's really hard. As the last effort feels like this is the last effort Smoke trying to catch when they are split up at all. NIKOBABY is a monster. He still has BKB cooldown and Battle Trance cooldown. And let's see.
They're going to go for S4 again. At the same time, roaring up FNG. Managed to get off the spike carapace. It looks like this time around, S4 is not going to die inside of the ring. He managed to tank up through the Omni Slash as well, thanks to Hanskin, who's still being run down by Charlie. Managed to get that kill. The Rod of Atos put to good use here. The Monkey King going to turn and fight, but because he's broken, has no chance to be able to get that lifesteal. And with no Omni Slash, and NIKOBABY now here in the middle of the engagement. High Coast really have much of a hope left to be able to stop this tide that is rolling in. Alliance members streaming into the base now, looking to be able to take Megas. They're gonna poke and prod as they can. Nice by Carapace. That's gonna be able to catch Zibe as he tried to just kind of get whatever damage he could. Immediately an Abyssal Blade onto Era as well. I'll leave
GG.
poor old Chessie Beastmaster for last, and that's it. GG Alliance. Looking pretty hot here against High Coast. Sadly, though, High Coast have just not been able to put together a kind of caliber play against, honestly, some of the best teams in the world.